Hello? Okay. Well, okay. Hi, guys. Happy Thursday evening. I will not be reading this for as long as I want to. Fatigue hit me during my tourney at my card shop uh, earlier today, and I was struggling to be coherent. Now, I bet you're wondering, Godfred, why are you streaming? And especially if my friends at the card shop know that I'm streaming, why are you streaming? Well, I did tell one of my friends I would at least read some of this Google Doc before I go to bed. So I'm gonna read maybe about like 20 to 30 minutes. Tomorrow, mayhap, if I have time, I will try and power through the rest of the document. Fat chance I am almost halfway through. Um, Feel free to support. I wanna shout out to a friend of mine. I see them as a friend. I do not know if they see me as a friend, but special shout out to Mama Oko for covering this. They have been doing a very good job covering it. They have been receiving a lot of support covering it. So please go over to Mama Oko's YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, support them because they're doing their due diligence in reading the entire Sinder Google Doc in overdue response. Now, I am nothing like the big hitters in the trauma tuber world, so it is what it is. But enough stalling. I'm gonna get into it. This is part three, I guess you could say, of me reading Cinder's Google Doc. And hot dang, there's a lot for it. Um, so I was at breakdown. Let's see. I forget how far was I? I was at the Shy Lily thing. There was like a Shy Lily thing. I didn't even page bookmark it. This is it. So around 123 pages in. Can you guys see this? Yes, you can. All right. So let's continue. Where where was I? Yeah. I actually don't know where I left off, and I am too unproductive to actually look at where I ended in my last stream. So I'm gonna go here. Grammarly was updated. Cool. Anyway, I don't know if you guys saw that. Um, that's right. 2532 to 2542. Shiloh doesn't know what hearsay is. One's personal opinion. Personal account is not hearsay. You've already seen the bullshit put out against me now. It's documented. By the end of Shiloh's stream, you'll see more. 2745, 2805. Shiloh was gleeful over my cancellation. Yeah, that was very absurd. 32 to 30. 3230 to 3348. If more proof of their claims was shown due to it containing personal info, like Shiley said, I have no idea what it'd be if not what's already been shown and censored in this document. I didn't seem to have that problem putting my evidence together. She may be talking about my messages with Numi, and maybe Numi didn't want to be made public, or Shiley's giving a bullshit reason for why the full context of Nano's messages weren't shown, and that evidence she claims to have doesn't exist. Shiloh also calls me a criminal in another petty insult. 4507 to 4608. There was a lot of animosity behind Chilili's words here. Why? 4708 to 4753. Chilili manipulated her audience to her side, basically calling them stupid if they don't see things her way. Yeah, that's a thing. 4801 to 4829. Petty. 4900 to 4912. Chilili encourages viewers to donate any merch in mind they may have, but doesn't disavow burning it either. 5305 to 5337, and specifically at 5337, Lily is rated and reacts exactly how you'd expect. Hour 2 minutes 46 seconds to an hour 3 minutes 30 seconds. One thing did not leak 5 or so days ago by what Bao had said. Chai Lily messaged her on Friday, April 18th, about what Nano told her 5 days before this stream. Was Wednesday, April 23rd, when Bao was brought into things after her surgery. As the timeline at the top of this page shows, one thing leaked 2 weeks before this. Chai Lily knew about this for 2 weeks by the time of her stream, and in that time never said anything to me. The things Red said weren't slander, and below you'll see Chai Lily admit that herself, which she does. 1 hour 3 minutes 30 seconds to 1 hour 5 minutes 9 seconds. Charlie starts by talking about dodging collabs. Here's what Red said. Says that the one and only collab she can be talking about here was Repo collab that happened on March 21st, 2025. And according to some people that reached out to me, that is the case. Here are the first messages of that collab planned. It was originally going to be on March 15th, 2025. Charlie said she was available. Hello, are you guys down for Repo on Saturday? Wait, isn't this the group chat where she left? Oh, I don't know. Hello, are you guys down for Repo on Saturday, March 15, 2025, 10:30 a.m. or March 15, 2025, 11 a.m.? Let me know if you're not, maybe the next week then. Saturday, I'm blank. I probably can't. I probably can. Oh, I'm down. Please, blank, please recover well. If Saturday works for everyone else, I can see if I can move blank. I think it's either Friday or Saturday, in my opinion, but prob Saturday would be better for blank. DBH, we can also move it to like middle of the week next week, but let me know what you all feel about this weekend first. Friday is definitely no good for me, blank. Anything works for me, I has no plans. One of our friends couldn't make the March 15th date for the collab, and because he wanted to include everyone, the collab was scheduled to March 21st. Riley said she was free again. Hey y'all, IDK if I can. I'm in a bad mental space right now, so I don't know if I can do group collabs. Don't want to bring the mood down by accident, but I'd love to come. But if it's this week, I don't think I can. How about we move Repo to Friday next week then? I want to do this lobby for sure, or actually Thursday, so blank has more time to chill, and blank can rest too since blank. I think that's better. March 21st, 2025, 11 a.m. Maybe this time, March 20, 2025, 11 a.m. for Thursday, if y'all prefer. 21st, Friday would be better for me as I have blank. I can't do next Thursday, but I'm free Friday. Friday it is. For sure, Friday next week. Thursday works, but I wouldn't stream there. Alright, let's go. Blank, what do you think? I definitely want to be able to play with everyone. I hope you're both feeling okay. On stream, Charlotte said she had something that day. She dodged the collab and that it was a dentist appointment, but then says she didn't have the appointment on the day of the collab, but the day after the dentist, she didn't want a collab. Well, here's Charlotte's tweet about her dentist appointment on March 8th, 2025. That's not March 2015th or March 21st. Wait a minute. What? Managed to sit through my dentist appointment without a panic attack for the first time. I'm so very happy. Still gonna take today off. I had to lock in so bad. I am so freaking beat and exhausted now. I'm sorry, my shrimpies. So proud of you, girl. That's me with doctors too. So then, before anything else, Charlie said, and the other one, yeah, I dodged. Yeah, I did. Okay, yeah, one of them I did because that one I already knew, and the other one, yes, I dodged. She said she dodged one collab with the excuse that she already knew, and another collab just because. So what Red said about dodging collabs wasn't slander like she lied about, like what I've said before. The other collab I believe she was referring to is this one that never happened for March 27th, 2025, that was shown in Shiley's section. Also, Powder covered this already. And when Powder compiled that list timeline, it was already proven that what Redacted said about Shiley was the truth. Okay. Repo with blank, repo with, oh, this is the repo one where Shiloh, okay, so if one collab was dodged on March 21st, the collab being planned on March 27th with dodge, how could Shiloh use the excuse that she already knew what happened between Nano and Red from their conversation on April 12th? But this is what you said next. But you know what's weird? The one person that is the reason for me dodging is the one concern as to why I'm dodging. What about the 6 other people who are just looking at me dodging going, oh, okay, she's busy. It's kind of weird that the only person that has a reason to be weary was actually weary. What about the 6 other people that I also just left hanging where I said, sorry, I'm busy? They just took it and they were like, okay, we'll just replace someone else. Cool. You know, it's called projection because she fucking knew. She knew. The only collab Shelley could be talking about here is the Repo collab for March 21st. First, let me address why she thinks I was concerned and weary. The day of the collab, we were told Shelley wasn't going to make it because of a Bikini Bottoms collab she had that day. Because we rescheduled this collab once for another friend, I thought we were going to reschedule again for Shiley so she could play with us. That's all. I'm grabbing you guys. Oh yeah, wait, no, that's grabbing you guys at 10:50 a.m. later. Also, I think Lily might have to dip because she has Bikini Bottoms and other stuff going on that day, so I got another girlie to fill. I'll see y'all in the morning. I eat. Wait, are we rescheduling again? Huh? What do you mean? The lobby doesn't start until 8. Remember, it's 7:35 a.m. PT. I also have a fill. Oh, I thought we were going to have everyone here play. It's me, you blank. Gotcha. Yeah, all good. Just because Lily couldn't make it doesn't mean we cancel last minute. All good. So far, she said this collab was dodged because of a dentist appointment. Then it was the day after a dentist appointment, so she didn't feel like it. Then it was because she already knew what happened over 2 weeks in the future somehow, when in reality, it was because of Bikini Bottoms collab that day. But did she dodge because of the Bikini Bottoms that day? No. It's true that Charlie had a Bikini Bottoms collab that day, but that was only at 2 p.m. EST. Our Repo collab was at 11 a.m. EST, and lasted about 3 hours. Charlie would have been able to do both. Okay, but maybe she didn't want to stream that long? Charlie started her stream that day at 11 a.m. EST, just chatting for 3 hours until her Bikini Bottoms collab, while the rest of us played Repo without her. Bean hours until we hang out with the Bikini Bottoms later. Rare on time or cat. Here's the VOD of Charlie's stream with Bikini Bottoms starting about 3 hours in. She could have played with us. Oh, Bikini Bottoms tonight, Chibi and chill until then, March 21st, 2025. She could have played with us, but she dodged. Why? I believe it was because Shy Lily already had something against me unrelated to anything to do with Nano and didn't want to platform me on her stream. The one person that is the reason for me dodging is the one concern as to why I'm dodging. Shy Lily dodged at least 2 collabs with me. Red did not lie to Nano, and Shy Lily lied to everyone saying it was slander. She admitted it herself on stream. So anyways, I was accused of dodging, which somewhat fairly I did do once. an hour 5 minutes 9 seconds to an hour 6 minutes 32 seconds. Anyways, I was accused of not acknowledging her when she raised and like, oh sorry, oh yeah, the whole Twitch. Oh yeah, Buff Pup of Twitch TV, thank you so much for your raid. Yeah, she says that. She's a hypocrite. Next, Shy Lily talks about the times I raided her and made a petty joke out of it. Here's what Red said. Here are those 2 raids to Shy Lily. March 30th, 2025. Shy Lily greeted the raiders and didn't say hi or thank me for the raid. That's the one I know about. April 11th, 2025. Again, Shy Lily greeted the raiders and didn't say hi or thank me for the raid. Okay, that one I didn't know about, which was... I knew about the one here. The one that's like overslapped, but it's okay. I knew about that one. I didn't know about this one. So... the first thing she said was, like, now I get to say it. When she raided, she is center fucking stage. I am pausing my sponsor to talk to her. But at the start of both of these raids, Shy Lily said both of her sponsorships had already ended. She lied. March 30th, 2025. 6 hours, 53 minutes, 20 seconds in. We were sponsored, but the game was really fun, so I just kept playing. April 11th, 2025. 5 hours. Oh, it's just the times. We had a sponsor earlier, or... we do. No, we don't have a sponsor anymore. Turns out she didn't have to pause her sponsor to talk to me, as if that was her excuse to not say hi and thank me for sending her my community. Then she said, I'm having a normal ass reaction to a raid like I have with everyone. That's a straight up lie, by the way. So what is a normal reaction to a raid from Shy Lily? Here are a bunch of raids Shy Lily received in the same time frame my 2 raids were. You can see how she reacted to them compared to mine. And I did something similar. I actually reported this, where with Sinder, she didn't say anything. But with everyone else that raided her, I found like 4 examples in her VODs within this time frame in like March and April, where Shy Lily literally calls out the raider and says, thank you for raiding. But with Sinder, clearly she didn't do it. And apparently I didn't see the part here, but she did say it, apparently, according to Sinder, so I'm like, okay. So, April 2nd, 2025, 4 hours, 2 minutes, 51 seconds. April 5th, 2025, hour, 58 minutes, 22 seconds. This raid happened while Shy Lily was in the middle of a sponsored segment. April 6, 2025, 2 hours, 14 minutes, 31 seconds. April 12, 2025, 1 hour, 46 minutes, 9 seconds. April 13, 2025, 11 minutes, 38 seconds, 22 minutes, 26 seconds, 25 minutes, 43 seconds, 5 hours, 57 minutes, and 15 seconds. April 15, 2025, 4 hours, 52 minutes, 31 seconds. There's a straightforward way Shy Lily thanks raids, the same way any streamer does. It's more of a less of a variation of, blank, thank you for the raid. So why were my raids different unless she had a problem with me? Even for my raid on April 30th, 2025, it's like Shy Lily had to catch herself from how she'd normally greet a raid and then chose not to greet me or thank me. Only later does she do so, catching herself again. This is not about some kind of narcissistic entitlement or feeling graced by her for not using my 2-syllable, full government Twitch.tv name, Sinder. There is a clear difference from how she treated me from other raiders unless you genuinely miss it or are unable to. I believe you should thank someone for raiding your stream. It's common courtesy. Red wasn't slandering Shy Lily Tanano about this, and Shy Lily lied about it. Just as an example, here's how Shy Lily would react to my raids in the past, this one being from the start of the year on January 4th, 2025, 6 hours, 60 minutes, and 6 seconds in, which is this VOD right here. And this one from last year on November 20th, 2024, 4 hours, 10 minutes, and 42 seconds in. Okay, I'm actually curious about this. Hold up. Subnautica?
Sinder! Oh my goodness! Hello, Pyro Puppies! I am having a Subnautica.
Okay, cool. So something must have happened to the point where Shy Lily did not give the same courtesy to other streamers that raided her. Cool, alright, gotcha. And here are the messages she sent me after this raid. I in no way expected something like this every time I raided Shy Lily or anyone else. Thank you for the raid, Queen. I go eat now. It means the world to me. Sleep well. You've been killing it. Lily, have a good sleep. Thank you so freaking much. Came in so clutch too. My shit OBS just kept crashing and being awful during the late hours and was in such a poor mood. You cheered me right back up. Thank you for thinking of me. Dude, I've been having problems like that lately too, and it sucks that there's not much to do to fix it. I'm so happy I had good timing. Yeah, I hate when I can't fix things. I am so easily frustrated by technical stuff, especially when it seems like I have no control over it. You made my night. Seeing you pop in made me so much happier again right away. In no time to let OBS drag my mood down. Honestly, saved me a real shit bedtime. You're so sweet. I can relate to that so much, but either way, I've always got your back. Hour, 6 minutes, 39 seconds to an hour, 6 minutes, 53 seconds. Then, the last collab Charlotte and I were in together was on February 5th, 2025, 4 days after our V-Card collab when the game launched. The only times we talked after that was when she turned me down for a collab on March 3rd, 2025, messaged me because she needed my help on March 11th, 2025, and then in the group chat for the repo collab, she dodged. That's it. To say this generalized claim from Red was an issue is ridiculous. Oh, yes, I did. Hey, Nizumi, welcome to stream. I did see the apology, and I will say my personal opinion, I think it was bad. Because I read that apology, and she didn't apologize to Sinder. Wait, are you talking about in the Discord server, Nizumi? The Discord announcement, where I believe, if I remember correctly, her Discord server is locked down? Because of the Sinder Daki? Am I understanding that right? Or did Nano actually post an apology? Like a legit apology on her X account? Let me take a break from reading and look. Did she make an apology? No, she didn't make an apology. Okay, so, Nizumi, I'm assuming you're talking about, the message she put in her Discord server? And not to the public, which is like X, whatever, yeah. I will say, I think that was a really bad apology. This is me projecting and putting my own personal opinion about Nano's apology. I think it was dog water. Yes, she explained some things. Yeah, on her Discord, thanks, Kings TJ. Yeah, I did see it. I read it, and I thought it was dog water. I genuinely thought it was horrible. Like, it wasn't it's not the worst apology I've seen. It is bad, though. It is worse than Cinder's apology back in April. Nanolys's apology on her Discord server was worse than Cinder's apology back in April, in my personal biased opinion. She didn't even apologize. Hold on, let me read it. Before I get heated, I'm on fumes. Let me look for it. I know it's here. I know it's there. There it is. Yeah, no. She admitted for the money that they paid her for the rigging. Which, okay, fine, I guess. But in nowhere in that apology does she apologize for lying to the thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people about Sinder. She lied to thousands of people. She did not apologize for that. Yeah, first of all, I'm sorry for bringing all this mess to the community. I guess you could say, you can argue that she does apologize for it. Honestly, it's all in my hands for posting it because I felt it was the right thing to do, mostly to show what's happening on the backstage of things. Back then, I really tried to be the people pleaser and didn't know how to say no to a cool project and ended up taking too much I could chew and also keep up with Cinder's project, which I love to work with. Yada yada yada. I already worked my ass off to please Cinder, and there was a point I thought to myself, why not ask if they want me to be exclusive and if they would pay for it, since I was almost doing so. I revisited the first doc, and I'm sorry, I did realize it looks weird, but this was not the whole point. It was about the blacklisting. Alright. That's a load of baloney. That's a load of baloney. There's a difference between blacklisting and exclusivity. Exclusivity requires consent from both parties. Blacklisting does not. You can blacklist someone you don't like if they, slighted you. You don't tell them, you blacklist them, they lose access to, services. Exclusivity requires the consent of both parties. So, I don't know why Nanolist is saying blacklisting, because that's not blacklisting, that's exclusivity. There's a difference, and it really irks me that she's, not taking full accountability for it. And, what some person said, they're like, is that deflecting? I feel like it is. I wanted to apologize to the people that's been mentioned with no reason at all on Cinder's doc. I needed help, but didn't think they would be included this way. They have nothing to do with the whole situation, so please don't ever bother them about this. Yeah, no, Nanolist didn't apologize for lying to thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, if not millions of viewers. Nanolist didn't apologize for that. She lied to the populace. That is a fact now. She lied. In this Google Doc that Sinder dropped with 1,000 pages, it is proven Nanolist lied. She lied to thousands of people. It is. It's a colossal document. I just want to put that out there. That she lied. It is confirmed that she lied about the Sinder slander. I can say that now confidently because of Sinder's document and all the evidence she's compiled. This isn't just the Sinder situation anymore. This is the Sinder slander. Like, Nanolis lied to thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people about being manipulated when she's the one that initiated it. If you look at Mama Oko's X post, they take pictures and say, oh, so she did it. Nanolis lied to people, and she barely took accountability. She took accountability for like a smidge of the wrongdoing she's done to Sinder. And I want to put this out there. I want to remind people that they got away with it. Shylily, Bao, and Nanolis, they got away with it. From what I understand, from what people have told me recently, Shylily hasn't done a response to this. Like, she, apparently, from what people have told me, allegedly, she's just acting like this doesn't exist. I went on X and I'm seeing people cherry pick stuff in Sinder's document and say, oh, you don't need to read this 1,000-page document because she just cooks herself. Or like, there's no point, this should have been handled privately. The thing is, and I'm ranting now, the thing is, I want to take a moment to rant about this because this angers me, this upsets me. People are saying like this should have been handled privately, it doesn't matter, no one's going to read your Google Doc, there's too many pages so I'm not going to read it. And then I remember seeing Mor Kazahana's X post really grinded my gears. It really peeved me. It really made me upset. What was it? What did Mor Kazahana say? Because I was scrolling through my X feed and like Mor Kazahana was brought up because people quote reposted them. Where are you? Kazahana. Yeah, this one. It's this X post right here. I'm too unproductive to pull it up on screen, but on this X post, I believe, yeah, I think, no, it's a screenshot. So Mor Kazahana takes a screenshot of Nyara's X post regarding the Sinder doc, and then Kazahana says, I just think you're dumber, Lamau. It's internet drama, not a court case. Everybody knows that releasing 1,000 pages isn't the smartest thing to do for a response to drama, as people won't read, and you can't change that. Part of a good internet drama response is making it digestible. Alright, I'm going to project. I'm going to put my personal biased opinion about that. That is the stupidest thing I've ever freaking heard in my life. What Mor Kazahana said is stupid. That is dumb. That is like negative IQ level. Let's think about this. Sinder was slandered back in April over Google Docs with less than 20 pages. They got away with it. And now Sinder is coming back with 1,000 pages of proof to refute the allegations and show that she is not as bad as she seems, to prove the narrative is false. Because it sucks, but Sinder had to do this to defend herself. She had to. What do you mean? What do you mean everybody knows that releasing 1,000 pages is the smartest thing to do? I know it's the smartest thing to do. That means you're freaking dumb. Okay. I'm getting too heated. I vehemently disagree with Mor Kazahana's take on this. It is short-sighted, it is narrow-minded, and it is stupid. Think about this, guys. Sinder was slandered with less than, I don't know, 200 pages if you stack all the Google Docs together from Rain, from Silverveil, from Spite, Nanolis, Bao, Sacramore even. Less than 200 pages. And that small pamphlet was enough to cancel Sinder and bully her out of the VTuber space in a disgusting, deplorable way. And when Sinder comes back with receipts to prove, hey, they lied to you, now they're saying, oh, it needs to be digestible. First of all, I want to say that Legal Mindset posted on X, like, this could be a defamation case, so that literally debunks what Mor Kazahana said, because this can be a court case. This could be like, what, is like a civil thing. I don't know. Like, it's so angering. Like, that X post, which I'm showing it right now. This is the X post I'm looking at. Feel free to pause the VOD stream, look at that. But I read that and I got very upset. I got very angry. Because that is the most stupidest, narrow-minded, short-sighted thing to say regarding a possible defamation case like this. But listen, I haven't gone through the entire Cinder doc, so I don't have a full opinion. But that's my opinion right now regarding Mor Kazahana's X post about that. I truthfully think that that X post is the stupidest thing ever. Everybody knows releasing 1,000 pages is the smart thing to do. It is. Because if someone tries to say something, you have a literal dictionary. You have a law book in your hand to smack them in the head and say, hey, no, that's not true. Let me disprove you. Let me prove to you that you're wrong, and let me tell you what actually happened. I'm going off the rails, but yeah, I'm just saying my personal biased opinion of Mor Kazahana's X post that really made me upset, and it was that. Oh my gosh. Apologies for breaking out like that, but whenever, I know Nezumi just brought it up, but he's basically saying, don't read, just listen to what we say. Yeah! And for people that say, hey guys, you should read it for yourselves, good on you. You shouldn't let someone else dictate it for you unless you want to. Well, a court case can happen. I will say a court case can happen. Will it happen immediately? No. But this is a possible court case, I will say. It's possible. Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. Will it happen? Lord knows. Oh my gosh. But I just want to say, I vehemently disagree. I vehemently disagree with Mor Kazahana's take on this. I mean, I don't know if Mor Kazahana's been, cancelled on this degree. I don't even think Mor Kazahana, I don't know much about him. I don't know if he's ever been in the position that Sinder was in, but seeing that X post basically told me, cool, he doesn't know what he's talking about. I will agree with one point. You should make it digestible. You should make it digestible, so that way people that don't have long attention spans and that are not as invested can watch it and start to see the picture. Mor Kazahana is right about that. I just vehemently disagree with the thing where he says, it's internet drama, not a court case. Everyone knows that releasing 1,000 pages is the smartest thing to do. That statement right there, I think, is stupid. I do agree that part of a good internet drama response is making it digestible. I agree with the digestible part. I just disagree with pretty much almost everything he said in this X post. That just shows that they're I don't know, short-sighted, narrow-minded, and and aren't in the know. I'll say that, and I'll leave it like that. Of course I can use more crude language, but I shouldn't. I cannot get over it. Seeing that really made me angry. Upset. I was like, that's so stupid. You're stupid for saying that. I'm literally you're stupid for saying that. Why would you say that? In a court case, I feel like you would want more evidence to use against whoever's accusing you, right? That's what I think. And for internet drama, the same thing applies in my personal biased opinion. I feel like the more evidence you have, the more that you can be you're wrong, I'm right, you know? Or, guess what? You're not exactly right. Let me show you what actually happened. I feel like having more information, puts you already on the advantage. That gives you an advantage to fight back against, being accused. But listen to Oka read this, and half the things said had me nah, that's crazy. Yeah. Oh, okay, it doesn't matter if Brazil doesn't follow American law. Brazil has their own laws to adhere to. And apparently some people are saying that because of what Natalis did, that could break Brazilian law. But hey, like I said, I ain't legal mindset. So I don't know. I am just a civilian in the United States of America voicing my opinion about it. And I have taken away 10 minutes of the time I was planning to read the Google Doc, ranting about Mor Kazahana. Cool. I'll read like 5 more minutes, but yeah, I think final thoughts on what Nezumi said in chat that led me to this weird rant about Mor Kazahana. I think Nanolys's apology is bad, and I think Mor Kazahana's X post is stupid. There. That's my opinions on both Nanolys's apology and Mor Kazahana's take on Sinder's 1,000-page Google Doc. Let's continue reading a little bit more, and then I'll end stream because I need rest and I have something to do tomorrow. So, okay. Thanks for listening to my rant, guys. No, I agree, Cracked. Yeah, Nanolys's apology was worse than Sinder's. Let me see. Okay, let's, hour, 6 minutes, 39 seconds to an hour, 6 minutes and 53 seconds. The last collab Charlie and I were in together was on February 5th, 2025, 4 days after a V-Card collab when the game launched. The only times we talked after that was when she turned me down for a collab on March 3rd, 2025, messaged me because she needed my help on March 11th, 2025, and then in the group chat for the Repo collab was she dodged. That's it. To say this generalized claim from Red was an issue is ridiculous. That hour 6 minutes 53 seconds to an hour 7 minutes 34 seconds, that bunch of stuff was all true. So does that mean Shallily was weird and competitive towards me? Shallily said that screenshot of Red's DMs that started it all were from at that point a few days ago, so not 5 or so days ago, like she claimed earlier. Shallily said she gave Nano the receipts if it's not true. Receipts of it's not true. I don't know what she would have shown Nano to convince her Red was lying to her about these things since they were all true, but she did somehow. Charlie said she ghosted my DM once and that she didn't see it, saying it wasn't a problem before Nano worked on her new model, once again admitting to something that Red said she was doing that she lied to everyone, saying it was slander. Again, it's the truth. Her ghosting me was a problem before Nano was working on her 3.0 model. That's why Red told Nano about it. Like I said in Shy Lily's section, there wouldn't have been any reason for Red to suspect Shy Lily getting a model from Nano if at the same time she wasn't ghosting me, amongst all the other things she was doing. From the first message she ghosted to when she talked to Nano about Red was 17 days, and I had sent her 3 messages in that time, which is shown earlier in the doc, hour 7 minutes 34 seconds to an hour 8 minutes 19 seconds. I had no problems communicating directly with Shy Lily on Discord for almost 6 months to talk and plan things, not going through Boscat at all, and then all of a sudden there was a problem. The V-cards and stuff she claims were through our group chat with him is a lie. I planned our V-card collab directly with Shy Lily in our DMs that you read through entirely in that section, which we did. Hour 8 minutes 28 seconds to an hour 9 minutes petty. 1 hour 9 minutes 7 seconds to 1 hour 9 minutes 40 seconds. Shy Lily again admits to dodging a collab, this time settling on the didn't fucking feel like it excuse. Now she said she's guilty of ghosting 2 of my messages, not 1 like she just said. I never noticed that. Shy Lily claims I only ask for collabs when there's something business-related involved, as if I was trying to profit off of her presence. She should know that claim is bullshit, since one of the last times she responded to me was when I asked her to play Split Fiction on March 3rd, 2025, completely removed from any new drops or debuts, which she showed earlier. But let's look at the other times I asked her to collab too. I explained my motivations for these 2 collabs in Shy Lily's section. She ghosted them. On April 4th, 2025, I had my Sleepy model debut and AFK merch drop. That had nothing to do with wanting to collab with her for either of these. Yeah, there's that thing. The V-Card collab on February 1st, 2025 was explained in that section of this document. Yes, it was obviously a business-motivated collab, but I also wanted to get to know Shy Lily better over something I thought we'd both be excited about. Besides these, there were 2 other times I had ever asked Shy Lily to collab, once in 2023 and once in 2024. That's it. I didn't know Shy Lily super well, and always assumed she was really busy. I had to go through Bosca to plan with her, and never wanted to bother her. In both cases, it took weeks, if not months, to actually make plans. The first time I asked to collab was right after seeing her at TwitchCon Paris in 2023, which I just so happened to have my Demon model debut already planned for right after my trip, and it had nothing to do with asking Shy Lily to do something together. April 13th, 2023. It was so nice meeting you in person, Lily. You're such a sweetheart. I know you're probably tired from the convention and traveling, but would you want to play a game with me in the next couple weeks? After my debut this weekend, we'll be twin rigging half-sisters. There's the super cute co-op rage game I've been wanting to play with someone if you're interested. July 22nd, 2023. I messaged Bosca since Shy Lily didn't respond. I actually sent Lily a DM last week asking if she'd want to play with me sometime. There's the Steam link. I saw you said she didn't check her messages, so do you think you could relay it for me, Lamau? Hell yeah, I'll check on her. She is fully planned though for a 1 or 2 weeks. I will let you know. Thank you, Bosca. My demon model debut was on July 15th, 2023, and this collab was on August 30th, 2023. August 30th, 2023, there's Can Charlotte and I Climb a Mountain, Bread and Fred. The second time I asked to collab was for my anniversary subathon in June 2024, since I was asking friends to come to my stream for it. She wasn't able to, so I asked to plan something for July instead. After not hearing back for a month, I messaged again asking about Nikkei collab at the end of August after my bikini model debut was planned. Shelly had been using her new bikini model all year and was the only one of my VTuber friends who was really into Nikkei like me. What better way to do this Nikkei collab but in bikinis together? Yeah. Also, I'm done. I will try and remember this spot of the Google Doc. I didn't make much progress because I spent 10 minutes ranting about Nanolys's apology and War Kazahana's X post. But yeah, guys, calling all Sinder fans and Pyro Pups, I have a request. All of the VODs of me reading the Sinder Google Doc, could you timestamp them and put them in the comment of the VOD, please? I am an unproductive person. I don't want to do it. So if you guys can help me out, help a fella out, timestamp my VOD and put it in the comment below. I know someone did for one of my VODs, which thanks to that person, by the way. But I encourage you guys to share this. Share my VODs showing Sinder's 1,000-page Google Doc. Get the word out there so people know what actually happened. Of course, you can see that I'm really pro Sinder right now, and I'm projecting, but if you guys can help me out by spreading the truth of the situations, that'd be great. If not, totally understandable. It's crazy. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will probably try... One cookie! What if I give you 2? I'll try and read more of this Google Doc later tomorrow night. No guarantees, but I'll try. But, hey, if you want to see, like, the fully... There's already people that have read through the entire 1,000-page Sinder Google Docy. So if you want to check them out, I think, like, Evanit and Mama Oko. Oko's getting there. But there are some people that have already finished reading the 1,000 pages of it. If you want to listen to them, go for it. Support them, I guess. I don't know. It's your life, not mine. I am on fumes, as you can see. But again, thank you guys so much for taking time to watch this short stream. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I will hopefully see you guys later tomorrow night to continue reading Sinder's 1,000-page Google Doc. Peace.